Welcome to today's devotion from the Reverend William J. He is looking at 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 5, which says, "He who has prepared us for this very thing is God, who has given us the Spirit as a guarantee." William J. writes, "This very thing is nothing less than the final blessedness for the Christian, which though it does not yet fully appear, it is partially revealed and expressed in the Scripture by various names and images. It is called in the preceding verses, a building from God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens, and also life. What is mortal may be swallowed up by life." With regard to this, the apostle reminds us of God's work in our preparation for the whole, and of God's gift in our possession of a part. The preparation to become a building from God, or to have the life of the Spirit swallow up our sinful flesh, is not natural to us. We are not born Christians, but made such, and the process is nothing less than a work of God. Creatures have not done it to us, nor have we done it to ourselves. It is above the power of education, example, and moral persuasion. He who has prepared us for this very thing is God. But the work is as necessary as it is divine. In vain should we have a title to glory without training for it. In this world, every office, every state, requires a qualification for it, and the higher the state and office, the more important and difficult the qualification becomes. Happiness does not come to a person unless they like a particular something to begin with. It does not depend on the excellency of the object, but how the person regards it. And that happiness must be wanted, desired, hoped for, before it can gratify and make content. Have I then anything in me that could find happiness in the heaven of the Scriptures? If He has purchased us to bring us through that final place called heaven, He has bestowed upon us a part of that end. He has given us the Spirit as a guarantee. The guarantee is not only to ensure, but also is a portion of the payment, and so it is different from a pledge which is returned at the completion of the agreement. For the guarantee remains and goes on as part of the bargain. This is very instructive. It tells us that what the believer has here in the possession and influence of the Spirit is not only indicative of heaven, but like it and a degree of it. See how the Lord has provided a foretaste or portion of the whole we will receive upon entering into that glorious home. There in heaven is perfect knowledge. Here the Christian's eyes of his understanding are now open. Already he spiritually discerns, and in God's light he sees light. There is perfect holiness. Here the Christian has already been delivered from the power and love of every sin. He is renewed in the spirit of his mind. He delights the law of God after the inward man. Is it perfect happiness, exceeding joy, fullness of joy, pleasures forevermore? But even now, blessed are the people that know the joyful sound. There remains a rest for the people of God. But we who have believed do enter into rest. There they shall enter into peace. But now they have a peace which passes all understanding. There they shall enter into the joy of their Lord, but now, believing, they rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. There they will join the spirits of just men made perfect, but the saints now are enjoying their companions in their delight. There we will dwell in His house and still be praising Him, but they are already attempting and beginning this work. They say, "I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be on my mouth." Such experience it is that weans them from the world and makes them willing to depart. Heaven is not a distant, unknown good. They have come to the city of the living God. They are partakers of the glory that shall be revealed. They have everlasting life. Thanks for listening. You can find many more articles, recorded books, booklets, sermons, and devotions, all from famous preachers and teachers of the past, on YouTube, the web, or Apple Podcast, by simply entering Cherish Ephesians 6:4 in the search bar.